Okay, hello and welcome to Superpower Broadcasting. We're just getting started here. I'm going to tweet out that we're going live as people pour in. So let's get set up. Let's go. Okay. And there we are. Okay. And I'm getting the notification that we're live now from the Superpower bot here. So let's just share this link around in a couple of Discords too. Let's go. And there we are. Okay, let's get started. We're going to move into opening this up on my phone on Twitch. If you want to help me get a second monitor so I can read text off of my monitor while I'm gaming, definitely check out the Ko-Fi campaign. That's ko-fi.com/superpowerbroadcasting. Let's get started here. So we're going to be the U.S. This is Kremlin Kyle's world. So let's see. This was the USA. I was doing some rounds as Africa earlier. Some speed DEFCON just for fun. Then we're gonna open up all these and make them Soviet. USA takes North America. Now, in this world, why we're calling it Kremlin Kyle's world is that Kyle Kulinski, Kremlin Kyle, he said that he wouldn't do anything to stop the Soviets taking over the world because he's a quote-unquote individualist, and it would be neocons if you intervened in the world and prevented the Soviet domino effect. So he wouldn't have intervened in Vietnam. He wouldn't have intervened in Latin America. He wouldn't have intervened in Afghanistan. He would have let all that fall. And the logical conclusion of this is that, you know, if he was in charge back in the 50s and 40s, he wouldn't have done the Marshall Plan either. So in this world, we're in the late Cold War, except the Soviets have Europe, they have Africa, they have Asia, they have Latin America. They have everything. They have everything, and it's America alone. So that's why it's Kremlin Kyle's world. And that should be all the countries assigned. Okay, there we go. And then we'll just set up the custom stats here. I want to have, like we were doing before, we have to do this custom because I need to increase the victory timer. Last time, the enemy held on. The computer held on to enough nukes such that the game never ended. They never fired them at me. And so we're setting it this time to 60%. 60% instead of 20%. So once 40% of the world's nukes are fired, it will commence a victory timer of 45 minutes. That way we can actually have an end to the game. And I'm curious to see if the enemy hoards subs near their own shores or what's going on, because it looked like we broke the game last time. And of course, they're saying it's a big world, 50 cities per territory. I want pause as the slowest speed. Victory timer 60%, timer 45 minutes. And there we are. I guess you could also set maximum real world time for the game in minutes. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I guess we'll set that too, just in case this fails. That might actually as well pop up a victory condition. So, okay. We're going to give it a maximum of 2.5 hours. I don't have much longer tonight to do this, and that should be everything in order. Okay. So there we are. We're the United States. And scoring mode default. Yeah, I think we're good to go. Let's set up all of our radars and silos and bases and fleets. Okay, and we'll slow it down. Yeah, okay, wonderful. So if the victory timer fails, we at least have the time remaining that should come in to help us. So this time we're actually going to set our radars and everything in accordance with our silo positions. So we need to do is see our population distribution. And so for this, because we're outnumbered and the world has almost 2,500 nukes, or 1,990 nukes, and we have about 400, what we need to do is defend our cities as best as we can. And that means accepting losses. We'll have a lot of losses. So we're not going to attempt to defend the West Coast in order to try to maybe stop some attacks on the East Coast. And if I go back, where was the center of the population distribution? Yeah, the center is basically around Detroit and Columbus. So we'll have a ring of silos set up around here. One. Want them far enough away from cities so that they get hit. Won't do that much damage to nearby cities. And then of course, we'll have one in the center there. And our radars will be set up to augment the silo configuration. We're going to have a lot of redundancy here. So we'll have one there. Have one there. Have one there. We'll have one there as well. We'll have one between New York and Virginia Beach. And then we're going to bring the others down to find enemy silos. And we really want to have backup radars in place. We'll have another out there as well. So this is a pretty good setup so far. Now, all these cities are still probably going to get hit anyway, but we might as well try, and we're going to play very defensively this game. Normally you go for offense in this game, but we're outnumbered incredibly. We need to play a really we need to play a really defensive naval game to try to protect our shores. Last time we lost the Battle of the Atlantic and it was over basically. So we're going to hug the coast here so that we can have local air support from our ground-based aircraft. We'll have a couple out there. So the extent that we're going to protect the West Coast is going to consist of fighter bases here to try to take out incoming bombers and submarines. But we won't have missile defense there. Now we need to configure our fleets. We are going to put 2/3 of our fleets into the Atlantic. And even though we have all this territory, we're actually going to come back pretty close. We just want to be able to stop enemy subs from launching. We're not going for any sort of offensive naval stuff this game. So you can't afford to. We have a range on here that'll allow us to actually protect these ships, but also keep enemy subs far enough away from our waters. Because we don't need to be out there. We're gonna lose. We're against the entire world. The best thing that we can do is just try to create a bulwark over here. Okay, we see the enemy position so far. Now it's time for subs. We're going to set them up in groups of 3s. Now the subs will be offensive. So we're actually going to get them moving right now. They're going to make their way into the South Atlantic. These guys are going to make their way to that coast. These guys are going to make their way over into the South Atlantic too. These guys are actually going to stay there. And then the others are going to be based out here. Okay, everything's set. Now we can accelerate time. So our strategy this game is going to consist of playing defense against most of the world and extreme offense against South America. And if we can discover some silos in Europe and Africa, we'll do that too. But the priority is basically going to be on take out silos before they can launch that are close to us, and defend against silos that we can't take out that are far from us. We're going to have 2 sets of bombers make their way up to northern Canada and then out to Siberia. We're going to have fighters reveal more targets around here for the subs to strike. We're going to have bombers reveal what's up in Iceland and Western Europe. And we are going to try to launch immediately before we get hit, because last time we lost about half of our missiles before they could launch. Oh, we're at DEFCON 3. We are at DEFCON 3, so we can begin scouting. Let's find new targets. These guys are just going to scope out to see where the enemies are at. So we've discovered so far 2 silos and 2 air bases and 2 radars. We're going to have to do our best to take those out. And apparently if Santa gets nuked, the game ends. Okay. Let's get those bombers airborne. And everything that we have, the enemy has 5 times as much. So it's going to be a mess. They're about to start revealing territory. The enemy has not sent up anything to intercept yet. Let's take a look at the territory here. So yeah, we're very outnumbered right now. So this is what happens when you do isolationism. We can speed up time a bit. Yeah, they're running into some resistance. Natalie's here. Natalie says hype. Howdy. Oh yeah, it's hype if you're the Soviet Union. This is the world that we're working with right now. We have the United States alone. This is Kremlin Kyle's world. If he was president for 30 years, he didn't defend any of his allies, and the Soviets have taken over all of the third world in Europe. So it's just America and Canada versus the world now. So they have about 2,000 nukes. We have almost 400. We're not going to try to go very offensive on this round because we can't. Last time, most of our stuff got shot out before it could launch. And of those that did get shot out, a lot of them were intercepted. Okay, so our scouts have discovered another air base. So that's a great target for these guys. We're going to saturate that base. We're going to try to nuke these bases before anything can get airborne. We will be going very offensive against South America and Western Europe. We're going to be very defensive against the rest of the Soviets, because we have to focus our limited resources to try to get hits where possible. Oh, and then we got to send out these bombers too. Oh, okay, they've discovered naval aviation over there. Okay. They've also discovered another air base. I'd like to find another silo. So if they come down this direction, it looks like there's a silo in Honduras, actually. We will saturate that area in scouts to try to reveal that silo. At DEFCON 2, okay, 10 minutes till we can use nuclear weapons. Oh, we have found the enemy fleet. Okay. Going to configure some of these to bomber launch mode. Get those guys launching in that approximate area, and we'll send up fighter escorts from the forward carriers to take out those escort aircraft. And we'll repeat the process down here because they just revealed an enemy carrier position. It's going to be very important to take out their carriers. Each carrier is equipped with 6 nuclear weapons right now. So every one that we sink is potentially 6 cities that we save. So. Yes, they revealed the silo. They managed to get through, and I also revealed a radar. It's going to be very important to hit those radars. I'm actually going to go for the radars first. So it takes 1 hit to take out a radar installation. It takes multiple hits to take out a silo. Yo, the War Kettle subscribed to tier 1. They've been subscribed for 2 months. Let's go. Thank you, Jay. So if you guys got any questions for me, any comments, I do have pause enabled on this, and I will be regularly pausing the game to take questions and discussion from the chat. But there's a lot going on right now, and this moves very quickly. Like, it might look like a slow game, given how slow everything kind of moves on the screen, but there's a lot to manage, and we have 7.5 minutes until nuclear war. Oh, they've discovered another silo. Okay, actually, we're going to come in over here, and that guy's taking fire. Oh, we've discovered another radar. Okay, wonderful. So it's going to be very important to get these guys further back, honestly. I don't want them to be hit. And then, okay, our bombers have been launched. We've got 4 escort aircraft to take out bogeys before they, or bandits before they can hit the bombers. So let's see. We're maneuvering in closer to Iceland. I have a feeling they have a radar or potentially even an air base up in Iceland that I'd like to nuke before they can get airborne. What's everyone doing? Well, we're gaming out this scenario right now of Kremlin Kyle's world. So Kyle's been president for 30 years. He hasn't intervened anywhere. He's let the Soviets take over the third world and Europe. And so it's America versus everybody now, and it's World War III. So this is what happens when you don't intervene proactively anywhere, because neocon's spooky and scary. So he got spooked. So now we're about to get nuked. Okay, here we are. So that's great. Those guys have discovered 4 targets for us, 4 military targets. Those are going to be crucial to hit very early on. So we knew that that fleet was somewhere down there. I'm actually going to send out stuff to go and scout, because we're going to have to continuously keep track to see if the enemy fleets are approaching. And we're going to have to repeat that process over here too. I want to make it safe for those subs to surface. So we're going to have to provide air cover to those submarines. And a lot of air cover, because they're going to have to hover around there for a few minutes as they get ready to move into their launching sequence. So we'll pause it and we'll read chat. Okay. Kremlin Kalkulinski, Triple K. Is it possible for the AI to accidentally kick Santa? Yes. I haven't seen that happen before. Apparently the game crashes. Natalie says, just chilling. 1 second. So what do you guys think of all this drama happening on Twitter right now, where a lot of these guys that appeared hawkish are defending an isolationist racist to try to own me because I debated him? They're coping right now by trying to say, oh, he's 17. He's 17. It's like, I will own racists no matter how old they are. I don't care if you're 71 or 17. If you're a racist piece of shit, I am going to hold you to account. And you guys would expect nothing less, so. Okay, wonderful, wonderful. So let's take out these guys before they can try to get hits on the bombers. And then hopefully we can hit their carriers out of visual range from our fleet. Oh, we got enemies coming in to scout. Let's take those guys out immediately. Yes, so the last bombers have been deployed. Now we can convert over to air interception. Let's get multiple fighters up in the air to take those guys down. They're coming into Florida. This guy's scouting out right now. We'll have fighters on their tail in about 2 minutes or so. And there's nothing up there. All of our silos are protecting the eastern seaboard. Okay, yeah, we've got a lot of enemy aircraft activity here. Soviets have sent up everything basically. Let's get these guys airborne. Let's try to protect those bombers, because I want to take these guys down and clear out a path for the fleet to come into range. At this rate, we're actually going to have to stand back on the bombers. Now, the good news about the bombers is that they got the fuel to go back. The fighters don't. They run out of fuel quickly, but these guys can just chill for a while because they got fuel for days, and if they need to, they can re-land at the carriers. I don't want to send them in until the air resistance is neutralized. So it does take them a while to turn, and these guys are definitely going to try to go for those bombers as they see them. So let's get these guys airborne to protect those bombers right there. It's a lot of Soviet naval aviation. Yes, they discovered the other silo. Wonderful. Their work is done. Those scouts did a great job. We have our missile silos engaging incoming aircraft right now, attempting to scout us, find targets. Now these guys can begin their turning sequence to come to northern Alaska and avoid all of the Soviet ships in the Pacific. Try to take out Soviet air bases in Siberia. It's very important to have them hug the coast so they don't come into the enemy's battleship range. Yeah, but we need to scramble right now. Okay, so it is not safe to surface. Not safe to surface right now. We're going to send fighters up. Then I want to convert these guys over to bombers. And I want to try to bomb that fleet there. These guys need to have a safe area to surface so that we can take out those enemy positions there. We're at 50 seconds to nuclear war. Oh yeah, let's scramble some of these guys to intercept those incoming aircraft. Yeah, actually, priority's definitely going to be on the carriers. So if we can sink that carrier, that would be awesome. Even though the battleships do more damage immediately, the carriers are a bigger problem. Oh, okay, we got sights on a carrier. Let's bring the bombers into range and start attacking the carrier so they got nowhere to land. And we are at DEFCON 1. And it is not safe right now for us to surface those subs. So they're actually going to have to stay hidden for a bit. So that is very annoying. So we have 4 subs right here that would be awesome to surface if they could, but... And we have enemy bombers leaving those airfields there. Now where we will surface is over here. These guys are going to begin an initial strike. We're going to be sending out 30 nuclear weapons, those 6 submarines, and we're going to be moving these guys in to protect them. We're going to have air units as well. And now we select the targets. So 30 might sound like a lot, but they actually have a lot of aerial defenses there, or missile defenses. So we need to saturate them. Out of these 30, it's likely a lot of them will not get through. Plus, they might make moves to try to sink those subs. So we need to get a bunch of fighter aircraft airborne. And we got a visual on fleets up here. Okay, now we're going to send in bombers there against their battleship. What's going? Oh, okay, hold on. I'm pausing it right now. This is an absolute mess. So they have way too much in the way of fighter escorts for us to get shots on their fleet right now. This is stupid. Looks like they got about 40 or 50 aircraft. So yeah, it's a good idea we sent the bombers back. Well, it's good to keep them busy while all these bombers make their way up towards Greenland, and they'll come down towards Western Europe. Has Kevin nuked anyone yet? No, but we brought 6 submarines up to surface with 30 nukes already, with their targets in northern Mexico ready to go. We've actually assigned 5 nuclear weapons to 1 radar, because some of them are going to get shot down, and we have to take out that radar to give further strikes a better chance of getting through. But no, so far no nukes have been launched. Okay, let's get back to this. So, send up a lot of fighters. Oh, they got bombers in the area. And we'll be sending bombers out to take down their carriers. But right now, it's too dangerous for us to surface. Okay, the first wave of launches have left the tubes of the submarines and are already about a third the way to their targets. So they got notifications of the launch. Now they know the approximate area of those subs. Now our subs we brought down here, it is way too dangerous right now for them to attempt to surface. So we're going to have to use our aerial forces to try to at least distract them and take out their carriers before they convert to anti-submarine mode. That will be very dangerous. So we're actually going to bring those subs back away from the South American coast. This is an absolute mess right now. Yeah, let's get those bombers airborne at least. We're going to use our ground-based aircraft to try to defend these fleets. Okay, so we've got the second wave of nukes now leaving the submarines. Okay, let's see what's going to happen here. We need to intercept those guys. Oh, radar destroyed. Oh, okay, we didn't even... Oh, no, they hit our... Okay. No, somehow we managed to get that radar without having a detonation. Okay. So we got 4 en route right now to that silo. Okay, the first detonation was successful. There we go. Okay, so we managed to hit 2 million, or 200,000 rather. No, it was 300,000. Okay. That's good. We got bombers coming in. What a mess. These guys need to start arming. Looks like we're about to get some successful detonations. Yep, we hit their silo. Silo destroyed. Okay, they have 59 silos left. Okay, we're getting good hits. And then we'll turn these guys on to begin their arming sequences. Okay, we're getting more hits. Of course, it'll be easier now that we took out one of their silos. Priority is going to be take down those incoming bombers. Yeah, we got more detonations. Uh-oh, launch is detected. Okay, we have to take them down immediately. Yeah, I can see them. Guess the priority is going to be take down those subs. Yeah, no, they're really destroying us right now. Well, we got more detonations with the first strike. These subs have concluded their launches, so this is the last wave of those 30. So that was actually relatively successful. Now we're going to bring them down over here and engage that fleet. Okay, we'll take another look at the chat. We'll pause it right now. So, what's happened in this game so far is that we've taken out one of their radars. We've taken out one of their silos. We hit a couple of their cities just to basically distribute the attacks. So of the 30 that we launched, it looks like probably about 25 are going to get through. So that's pretty good. Now they have retaliated with a submarine launch in the mid-Pacific that looks like it's directed at our radars for Los Angeles. We are definitely losing the battle for the Atlantic again, of course, because we have to fight Soviet Africa, Soviet Europe, and Soviet South America. We are facing a lot of aircraft, and it's too dangerous for us to surface these subs to try to get shots on their silos in Central America. But we're definitely going to try to hit those air bases once it becomes safe to do so. Our bombers that have been headed up towards Greenland are armed, and they're about to come down towards Europe. These guys are about to finish their arming and then go over, try to find bases in Siberia. Let's take a look at the chat. Warkittle says nuke them all. Nixon says Dylan Burns covered Brainlet number 2 interviewing Brainlet number 1. Wait, which Brainlets? Wait, you mean Jimmy Dore being interviewed by Tucker Carlson? I didn't see that unless it's an older interview. Was it a recent interview? Because I'll have to go and watch that. I despise Jimmy Dore. Okay, so hopefully some of those... No, those missiles aren't going to get shot down there. There's nothing to shoot them down with, so we're going to lose those radars. Well, that sucks. We got a lot of bombers coming in here. Yeah, our naval assets are definitely dwindling, but we can use that air base there to send out some interceptors. Yeah, Soviet nukes are heading towards our radars. Oh no, they went for Los Angeles. Yeah, we lost Los Angeles and a radar nearby. So they just killed 5 million people. Yeah, no, this is ridiculous. I can't get these subs to surface with how much aerial activity there is. We're actually going to have to bring online a third of our silos right now. Okay, we're about to saturate them with 50 nukes. This is ridiculous. No, we probably should have launched earlier. Okay. Those have all been assigned, so we're about to fire away 50 nukes at a lot of their northern cities and military assets. And then these guys need to start coming down towards Europe. And if they encounter the fleets along the way, we'll have to guess their positions and try to nuke them. Yeah, so they hit LA with that submarine strike. Here come their bombers. Okay, so that firing sequence is going to take us about 12 minutes to carry out. Got the first wave of 5 warheads headed out towards them. Jay says to nuke them. Well, yeah, we've got 50 nukes that have been directed against these targets right here. So the first 5 are away. Oh, okay, so the second set of 5 have been launched. And we have basically lost the Battle of the Atlantic again. That was to be expected. Hopefully we took out some of their stuff at least. Need to send out interceptor aircraft. Yeah, we got one of their ships. Let's go. So hopefully some of these weapons get through. Okay, we hit one of their... No, we lost a radar, it looks like. Or did we hit one of their radars? I'm not sure. Something just went down. They must have hit one of our radars. We got one of theirs. Yeah, they've got nukes coming in at us. We got one of their air bases. Let's go. So we're going to see if there's anything up in Iceland. Uh-oh, we got a subsurfaced. Yeah, they got nukes coming in. Yeah, we got one of their air bases. Oh, wow, there's a big presence over there. Definitely going to want to send these subs down there. Okay, we got more targets hit. Okay, they got Houston. Doesn't look like there's anything up in Iceland. least not an air base. Oh, they've got a nuke headed towards us. That must be from a bomber. We hit one of their silos and we hit one of their bases. Yeah, we got one of their silos. Problem is that bomber might be able to get away a nuke on us before it can get shot down. Oh, were they really going for that airbase? Come on, get out of that blast radius. No, we're gonna lose that bomber, I think. Yeah, we lost it. It was almost out of the blast radius, though. Oh, there's a big swarm of them. Uh-oh. Well, let's try to get those battleships up there to try to intercept it. They're gonna definitely try to attack these cities. We're basically out of bombers. Uh-oh, we're getting intercepted. There was a radar there. Okay, well, we're gonna find their air bases. Yeah, they killed me, but whatever. They're about to get nuked. Another detonation on that silo. Yeah, radar destroyed. Let's go. I can see them there. Well, that's the price. Okay, so a couple nukes. Hopefully we can take out a bunch of their nukes. Got an armada coming in towards us. Yeah, I think we just killed 6 of their bombers for 1 of ours. Not a bad trade. And ours survived that blast. Let's go. Let's go. 7 bombers down. 1 of ours lost. It's a good trade. And we're about to lose our base. Uh-oh, now they're coming in. Yeah, now we got a lot of these guys coming in. We don't have the fighters. Well, we can send up this guy and arm him. Yes, we got one of their air bases. Let's go. Got one of their silos. Uh-oh. Yeah, we had to do it to save the others. Bye-bye. Yeah, we're just totally swarmed. We don't have the interceptors to do it. Yeah, they're trying to land back at that base. Well, that base is gone. I'll have to come back over here. Yeah, we're about to lose a lot of stuff. What else are these guys going to run into? So we took out the radar. And we, of course, took out a couple fighters. And we took out 7 of their bombers. Got interceptors up, but they got way too many. Uh-oh, we're taking fire from somewhere. Uh-oh. Okay, there's the fleet. Okay, nukes away. Then they'll have to head back to North America. Another detonation. Okay, they took out our base. Took out our base. And San Francisco hit. We took out one of their silos. Come on, let's get some detonations. Yeah, let's go. We just took out their entire fleet and the bombers nearby. Let's go. There's one fighter jet left. This is not good. Gonna have to sacrifice a couple bombers to take it out. More stuff there. Launch is detected. Uh-oh, okay, we'll send these guys out over there still. Yeah, they're launching their payloads. Yeah, we took out one of their bombers. And I think they're about to lose 2 more. Let's go. Found a silo. More launches detected. Oh no. Found an air base too. They got one of our radars. Yeah, there's way too many coming in now. At least our missiles are done launching, so they've gone back to air defense mode. Yeah, we got hits on one of the radars. Let's go. Yeah, we got Mexico City. Okay. Okay, let's check the chat. Turns out it was 4 months ago. It's on Tucker's show where he wears a flannel shirt. Hey, fellow proles. War Kettle says, nuke 'em. Oh, the War Kettle redeemed. Recommend me a nuclear test. Okay. Definitely this one's a banger. Go and watch Operation Plumbot Priscilla from 1957. That one is a beautiful test, so go and check that out. You can find it, like, there's a few different channels that upload the footage on YouTube, so I think it's like 35 or 37 kilotons. It's yeah, just the graphics and everything on that one are really good too. So Asiatic Prince says the question is, would Kremlin Kyle even have nuclear stockpile at this point? I feel like he would have found some way to snap it out of existence and call it diplomacy. Oh, I agree. That's why Reese suggested maybe you should do this, but play as if you were Kyle, where like you just give up everything. You just like send the bombers over there and then they defect, you know? You don't even try. Philip asks, where's Woben? Where is the German? The German. We got 10 people here right now. The German had to go to bed early, I think. So here we are. So we're doing DEFCON tonight. Wow, what a mess. No, they're totally destroying us right now. Got one of our radars, took out a fifth of our city right there. Let's get on intercepting those guys. These guys haven't run into any resistance yet. Wait, we missed a silo. There's still a silo there. Shoot. Managed to fall through the cracks. Dang. Keep going. Come on, I'd like to have some of their nukes wiped out at that base. Can you get through? Yes, we destroyed that air base. Let's go, but they took out my bomber. That's lame. Oh, they got New York and DC in those strikes. They actually did a lot of damage, and they got way more coming in right now. Actually, we have bombers on the west coast that have gotten through now. They're launching missiles at us. We don't have any defenses or interceptors left. So everything's a sitting duck over there. Of the 40 or so bombers that made it all the way out there, only about 5 are left. And probably only about 4 are going to make it back to base. Washington hit again. Dang, they're hitting silos that we didn't get to fire from. Shoot. We got an enemy subsurfaced. We got 2 of them. Well, at least we took out 1 air base in Europe, 1 radar in Europe. Taking out a few silos over here. One of them got through the cracks, though. Now these bombers are going to be very annoying. Oh, there's a huge fleet revealed. Lots of subs just came up to try to attack us. Gonna have to steam over that way. So this is a one-way trip for these guys. Might as well go in down here. Yeah, we are taking out a lot of their subs this time, though. That's good. They've ran out of a lot of fighters at this point. Another wave of bombers coming in on the west coast. Speed up the game. Uh-oh, launch is detected. Uh-oh. So even though we took out a lot of their subs, some of them are still launching. They're just on the edge of the range, and this is not good. So we need to take out those submarines as soon as possible. What a mess. Okay, we're taking out some of their subs. More launches detected. Okay, these guys are going to come to surface now. Oh no. That was dumb. That was dumb. There's bombers right above us. Oops. May have lost that submarine. Oops. So what'd you guys think of that debate the other day? Last night? That racist moron. At least they're taking out a lot of their subs. Yeah, that radar's about to go. There we go. So they went over the subs. Okay. So the subs survive. Let's come up to surface again. Where's the debate? It's on this channel from yesterday. Oh yeah, those bombers have missiles away. Okay, that sucks because we got so many missiles to deal with. We cleared out the enemy subs. They only managed to get away a few missiles against us. That could have been worse. Could have launched like 60 at us, so at least we went out there. Oh no, we're taking damage. Let's dive. Yeah, no, those guys gotta dive. They were discovered. Silo destroyed. Oh shit, they hit one of our silos that we didn't get to use. We have 5 that have nothing left that I don't really care about. And we had 7. One of them's almost done, one of them's half done, and the other one's gone. That means that we have 4 silos still intact. That sucks. That absolutely sucks. No, we lost the sub already. Dang it. Okay, well, we'll speed up time. At least we're shooting down a lot of the missiles. The main strike is underway. Okay, this is the main strike. And we're better off switching these to try to get some kills on nearby cities than letting this happen. Gonna go for all their population centers. Oh, all those bombers got shot down. I forgot about to check in on them. They all got shot down. Shoot. Okay. Well, lesson learned for next time. Okay. And then we're going to, of course, have to target Asia with this one. Okay. Now let's hope some of those nukes get away before the missiles land. Now let's speed up the game. Oh, one of our silos got hit. Silo destroyed. More silos destroyed. Airbase destroyed. Okay. Yeah, we're about to lose basically everything. But this is our time to strike. Yeah, even though we're kind of close right now, points-wise, they're about to do a lot of damage. Get a lot of damage in. Oh, we did hit London, though. More launches detected. Take a look at the chat. Less than an hour left of gameplay. We lost another silo. The only good news is that because they're launching, they won't be able to shoot ours down. Bad news is we lost a lot of ours before they got off the ground again. Asiatic Prince says, yeah, that kid you debated was cringe. Your typical do nothing was changing in Afghanistan types. So speaking of Afghanistan, I watched the old Hippy Dippy when you did the 7 versus 1. Oh, you saw that. That was actually worse than this game. Right now I'm doing a 5v1. That was a 7v1. And of course, Dylan Burns largely disagrees with me on Afghanistan, but he was a pretty neutral moderator. He was a pretty fair moderator there. That was an insane debate. That was the most outnumbered I've ever been in any of my debate career, ever. Was 7v1. And Nacho was trying to say, yeah, it's kind of 6.5v1. No, I've watched some of his stuff. He is pretty pretty isolationistic from what I've seen. So no, it was basically a 7v1. Prince continues, and your predictions were spot on. Kudos on that one. Most had like zero knowledge on the area, but acted like they were professionals in that region. Lots of McCurds in Afghanistan, why stay there forever and give it to China, bruh moments. Yes, that was, of course, Joe Lewis. That became a big meme. That was huge on Twitter. Bad Middle East Takes actually highlighted that. Now, he normally disagrees with me, but he obviously thought that Joe Lewis was really stupid on that issue. Yeah, insane. It was insane. It was completely freaking insane. The worst, though, was Josie Rose. So she tried to say that she basically knew all this stuff because she was on an aircraft carrier in the Persian Gulf. But she didn't actually see anything in Afghanistan. And she was trying to say that the Taliban represented the popular will of the Afghan people. But that's not true. They're outsiders. They're seen as an extension of Pakistani imperialism because that's what they are. So they are. They're like 50, 60, 70,000 people that that lord over Afghanistan, right? The Afghan government was actually pretty representative of the Afghan people. There's a reason Imran Khan is a huge supporter of the Taliban, right? Because Pakistan created the Taliban, and they're part of their Cold War with India, essentially. So it basically comes down to Pakistani imperialism with respect to India. But of course, these people don't know that shit. They don't know that shit at all. And is it any surprise that isolationists are the ones who know nothing about foreign policy? And it's the hawks that tend to know a lot about the world. Like I'm telling you, isolationists and anti-interventionists, most of them couldn't even find Afghanistan on a map. They can't find Iraq on a map, right? They don't know anything about the world. As I've said before, going to the grocery store for these people is foreign policy to them. It's embarrassing. It's completely fucking embarrassing. And these people are the people dictating foreign policy currently. Unbelievable. Like, we need somebody like John Bolton as president. We need people that actually know a thing or two about the world in charge. And more importantly, care, right? Unbelievable. Because I'm sure Joe Biden could find Afghanistan on a map, right? But he doesn't give a shit. So even then, it doesn't matter. Like, he doesn't care. So you have to know and you have to care. Okay, so we lost Chicago. Going back to the game here, they hit Chicago. Last game, we had lost over 99% of our population. I'm going to try to have us lose fewer this time, but now the nukes are really raining in. We're about to lose our last couple silos. Hopefully we can get a couple more rounds of nukes away. Yeah, come on, get airborne before that silo goes. Okay, that silo's about to go, but we managed to get away a nuke. Silo hit. Okay. New York hit again. Let's get some bombers airborne. They're probably going to die in the blast, but let's get them out towards Mexico City. Okay, we got Lima. At least we're getting targets. So they're destroying the United States, but at least our retaliation is getting some results. Now they managed to take out about probably half of our missiles before they could launch. Looks like we're about to get London again. Let's go. London hit, 5 million dead. Okay, so we got 10 points out of that. We got Sao Paulo with the subs. We've so far got 32 points from Sao Paulo. And our sub surfaced with no naval resistance detected. Wonderful. Wonderful. So we're only going for the big cities, basically. We have 4 left inbound from Moscow. Moscow's got us 64 points. If we can nuke Moscow. So the Soviets got a lot of bombers underway headed towards us, and we have no interceptors to deal with them. So this is the point of the game, like last time, when we start losing cities over and over and over again, even after there's nobody left alive. I mean, it's too dangerous to get airborne to intercept, because what's going to happen? We're going to go in and we're going to try to take out these bombers, but we're going to die in a nearby blast because there's just too many detonations. Like, look at that. Too many detonations right now. Okay, they got some of their subs launching at us. Let's head towards there. Let's head towards there with this guy. And we can actually see them flying over top our submarines right now. So, yeah, the homeland at this point is a lost cause. But we can retaliate, and hopefully we can make up some of the points difference and still maybe technically win. Because we did win last time before the game never ended. But it basically meant that we lost almost everybody, but we still got more points because we were still technically able to kill more of theirs than they killed of ours. Because even though, okay, we got Kinshasa, 7 points there, okay. So we're actually ahead right now. This is good. This is good. Oh, we finally got naval resistance at us. Okay. No, we're going to keep launching. We're going to keep launching. Hopefully we can get another round of missiles away. Because if we wait and dive, we're still probably going to die anyway. And their silos will go back to air defense. So I believe at this point, yeah, we should head over here. Yeah, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, no, that was good. That was good not to dive. We did get away another set of missiles. We are getting successes. So we're actually at 120 points. So even though we're losing everybody, like, here's the thing. They have way more targets to hit than we do for them to hit. That's the only thing. So, like, even if they kill everybody, all that we have to do is kill half that population plus 1 in their territory, and we can still technically win. Because even in the worst case scenario, they kill 150 million of us. We only have to kill 76 million of them, and we can still win. Okay, we got an air base. We weren't even... Oh, no, I guess we were aiming at an air base. Okay. We did take out an air base. Okay, our stuff headed towards Asia. Hopefully that will get through. Hopefully they won't turn on to air defense by then, but... Okay, we're definitely getting hits. So the retaliation is as successful as it can be with the limited units that we have. Though they've switched on to air defense mode there because we hit it earlier and took out some of their missiles. But the eastern seaboard is gone. A lot of the states like Kentucky, Tennessee and stuff are... some of them are still intact right now, but they're about to go within the next few minutes. Cities in Canada are still alive. Seattle hasn't been hit yet. We got more launches detected. So at the moment right now, for those tuning in, we're playing as the United States. Against the entire world is the Soviet Union. Soviet Union is currently launching 57 or 56 silos at us, each with 10 nuclear weapons. We're plus submarines, plus bombers. We're taking about 700 nuclear warheads right now. So, and we don't have anything to shoot them down with anymore. So, but our retaliation is underway. Now, we lost those subs. We did lose those subs, so we did hit most of the people in Kinshasa. And we're about to get Lagos and Accra. Our retaliation against South America is far more successful. And our bomber did get that silo before it got destroyed, so that's good. So we need to rack up some points now. They probably have about 400 more nukes coming at our cities. So they're right now just hitting stuff over and over again. So New York's got 28 million gone, 100,000 left, and they've got a lot more coming in. Okay, we did get Accra, and it looks like we're going to get Lagos. And Santa's over Chad right now, so we don't have to worry about hitting Santa. They don't actually have any targets in Chad. We detected it at least. But yeah, look at all these missiles raining down on us. Plus the bombers coming in. I mean, it's so stupid. They're going to kill some of their own bombers with the swarm of detonations. But yeah, there's no point in going for the silos anymore. We're better off just going for cities to try to get a points lead. And because they're all in the same team, we'll add up all of their net score and compare it to our net score. And we're about to go down in points. We're about to lose tens of millions of people, like we already are. How many people do we have left right now? We have 58 million people left. That's about to change very quickly. We are about to get, what are we about to get? So our warheads bound for Asia have not seen any interception rounds yet. So it looks like we're about to get Seoul and Tokyo at least. Looks like we're about to get Moscow. That's going to dish us some points. And it looks like Leningrad's going to get hit too. Curious about Cairo. Our ones for Cairo are about to fly over Europe. It looks like they're still launching though. So they're not switched to interception. And it does take 340 seconds to switch to interception even after they've concluded their nuclear strikes. And that's the last round of missiles. Okay. Now they can come back over here. So those submarines have done a great job and they can come back to defend our waters now, but it's not really much left to defend after this is over because they've still got a few hundred nukes that are making their way towards us right now. We can only see ours plus theirs in the radar range, but if you could see it, this whole map would be swarmed with Soviet nukes headed towards us. So we did hit Moscow. That took us up to 222 points. So we are vastly ahead of them right now. So at this point, with that point advantage, there's actually no way for them to win under the scoring method. So we can actually win. Because even if they kill everybody, they're only going to take away 58 points from us. So now they get some points for them, but they're not going to close that difference, even as adding all of them up and not scoring as individual players. And we're about to get Leningrad. Yeah, we got Leningrad, so that took us up to 241 points. And we got Tokyo. And we're about to get Seoul. That took us up to 252 points. And they got one of our air bases. How many nukes left do we have? We have 62 nukes. Most of them are in the air right now, I think. But yeah, that was the time to fire. They're going to be switching back over to air defense now. But yeah, that's the play. Just go for all of their big cities when they're launching. Because even though they're far away, they're not going to be able to intercept. And with that, the victory timer has started. So 40% of all the nukes in the world have been fired. And there are 45 minutes left in the round. And with that, I'd like to get these subs in as close as possible to retaliate against Morocco and Spain. And these subs as close as possible, because that's where 30 of our nukes are. Where else do we have nukes? We have nukes on that bomber right now. That bomber's going for Mexico. Okay, we'll send these guys up to intercept, but they're probably going to get blown out of the skies by all the detonations. So yeah, the victory timer never triggered in the last game. The AI never fired enough nukes to trigger it. So they haven't hit our radars, but there's no real point to even having them anymore. Our silos are gone, so. But we did get enough nukes away that we've guaranteed ourselves a points victory. Now, if you were scoring just based on survivors, they would win. Percentage-wise, absolute numbers, etc. But, yeah. But we're going to get more kills than them. Let's read the chat while the eastern seaboard goes completely up in smoke. So let's see, we got Nixon. President Nixon says, that debate was the first time I saw either you or Rob Noor, the goober. Yeah, that's right. Rob Noor is the goober. And I've debated him twice. Nixon says a nice sub. President Nixon says, Ron, dumber than Jake Paul, was funny and triggered that fat neckbeard. Yeah, no, Ron, dumber than Jake Paul. Yeah, I mean, he was talking about how, like, Ron Paul's this great dude and everything. I'm like, are you kidding me? Ron Paul is if he had it his way, the Cold War would have looked like this. The Soviets would have taken over the world. And then eventually come to bury America. That's what anti-interventionism yields. It yields surrounded. It yields you have no allies to protect you. It's like John Bolton said, you are better off to take out your enemies over there than wait for them to take you out over here. So, and this is what happens when you let neocons, bad people into power, like Ron Dumber than Jake Paul. Nixon says, quote, Afghanistan spans 4 different countries: Iraq, Iran, Syria, and Turkey. Actually pulled out of Kurdistan, unquote, Joe Lewis. Yeah, no, Joe Lewis, unbelievable. Yeah. Asiatic Prince says F Airstrip 1. Yeah, well, Air Force 1 is probably also gone too, because realistically speaking, at the start of all this, the U.S. president would have left Washington. There were submarine and bomber-based attacks against the eastern seaboard within half an hour. It's very likely that any airplanes would have been knocked out of the sky over this area, at least with DEFCON. The thing with DEFCON is that these are incredibly high-yield explosions, and their blast radius is insane. It's like over 100 kilometers of damage. So, I mean, like just looking at these based on, you know, what type of yield would each of these be, they vary based on the target that they're going at, but we're talking about hundreds if not thousands of megatons to get this sort of effect. So minimum 100 megatons. So what would that do? That would probably knock a lot of planes out of the sky. You'd probably have a couple E4s and stuff flying around here still for command and control. You'd still have TACAMO aircraft possibly, but they just flooded the Atlantic. Any TACAMO planes out there probably would have been shot down. Probably the Pacific, you'd still have Doomsday planes surviving. Let's see. What else was there? Asiatic Prince says, at Richard Nixon. Like, what was worse was that he was saying that the Belt and Road would help the Kurds. Like Iran, which the belt would go through, which treats the Kurds terribly. I doubt any road would change the terrain or the Iranian regime's cruel and repressive habits, neither would China care. Plus, the Iranian regime will specifically make it bypass the Kurdish areas. See, here's the thing about Joe Louis. Joe Louis is a communist, right? So he is sympathetic to the Communist Party of China. And so, they took out one more of our air bases. I believe we have two left. They took out our one near Seattle. Now, they haven't hit Seattle yet. Though that nuke right there looks like it's making a beeline for Seattle. So, it's a lot of flashes. They still, at this point, have about 50% of the nukes in the world left. So, roughly 1,200 nukes left to fire at us. Right now, we're taking about 600, 700 nukes because they had 550 to 580 from their silos, coupled with a couple hundred from their subs and bombers. So this is what happens when you got no allies. And they just took out another airbase. Now that airbase was actually taken out indirectly when they hit that target right there, that city. So this other airbase is still alive, so it will regenerate fighters, but those fighters get destroyed in the blast anyway if they try to make a move anywhere. So, like, you can't fly through this. Allie says, or what's left of it. Yeah, how many people do we have left? Let's zoom out again. I think our retaliations have basically concluded. Yeah, so we got Moscow 5 times. We managed to take out 31 million. They have 2.1 million left there. We hit Leningrad a few times. They've got 4.6 left out of 20. And now we are taking interception rounds, though. So they've switched over to interception again. We actually have 3 missiles left from the ground-based missile retaliation. So we have, I believe, 33 nukes left. That's, I mean, we have 19 nukes left. Oh, crap. They blew up our subs that were headed towards Europe. They just blew up that fleet of subs. We must have ran into a carrier on anti-submarine mode and lost the exchange. So we actually only have 15 nukes on those subs, plus 4 nukes. So there must be 4 nukes airborne right now. There's one there, one there, one there, and one there. Okay, that's it. So those are probably going to get shot out. So it looks like, for all intents and purposes, we have 15 nuclear weapons left to retaliate with. We have 38 minutes left on the victory timer. We are going to try to get in a range at which we can actually surface and hit Santiago. Try to close that distance as much as possible. We're going to come up to surface at 12 minutes. And that will give us what's the timing on that? 2 minutes? No. We're gonna surface at 20 minutes to victory timer conclusion to give us enough time to come up to surface, launch the missiles, and then have the missiles make their way to their targets. 'Cause I want to take out Montevideo, Santiago, and Mar del Plata. So they're targeting Canadian cities now. They hit our airbase once. There's 2 nukes in storage, but we don't have any bombers to rearm. Their bombers are just flying to their targets and back to their carriers. Some of them are getting blown out of the sky by their own sides detonations. There's too many of them. Like, how are they supposed to fly through this? So, like, all these targets that they're hitting now, a lot of them they don't even have anybody left. They're hitting silos that got destroyed 20 minutes ago. We have a torpedo battle going on right here. This guy's actually attempting to surface to fire at us. Yeah, we got shot out of the sky there. So we've got 3 more left. They're coming into India. They're going to meet resistance from Siberia, northern China. Probably not going to make it through. But their strike continues. We still have nukes landing on our cities. We have 2 radar facilities still intact that I don't think they know where they are, so we can watch the missiles before they detonate. We have no means to shoot them down. So you had 16 minutes to move in closer to Santiago. I don't think we'll actually get in range of Santiago, though. Now, hopefully they don't have naval assets down there. Santa's flying over Armenia right now. Well, let's speed up the clock. Like I said, we're gonna fire or come up to surface rather at oh no, they got a wolf pack up here. 20 minutes. Yeah, when I go over to see where the population is, I only just see Central America. It's like barely anybody left here. I'm guessing we have less than 5 million people alive right now. Yep, 4.9 million survivors. 4.6. 4.5. 4.4. 4.2. But yeah, they're hitting a lot of cities like 100 times over that don't have any people left. Down to 3.7 million. Lexington, Lafayette still has 400,000 left. But their bombers will be able to adjust based on what's left. 2.7 million left. Okay, so we've taken about 700 detonations now. Looks like it's tapering off. These guys are getting into position. You know, we might, if we head in that direction, we might be able to reach San Diego. Oh yeah, so they got Seattle a few times. And we lost our last airbase. More bombers coming in at us. We're almost there. It's gonna be close. Now we're gonna have to come up to surface now. Okay, that's our final retaliation. They've still got nukes coming in from their bombers, but it looks like their silos have stopped firing. Now, hopefully, we don't get detected before we launch. One minute left. No, they don't know we're here. There's no ships around. No aircraft patrols. Now they know we're here. Now they're going to be scrambling stuff out to try to stop this. They're removing the intercept. Mar del Plata got hit. Santa Fe was saved. Okay. This will get us a few more points. Then we'll add up all of theirs and compare it to ours. Not sure how many aircraft they actually have that could go and try to take us out right now. We got Montevideo. Ten minutes left. Okay, now they dive. And that concludes our retaliation. And we lost our sub out there. It's amazing we still have that battleship left. Their bombers are just flying around. There's actually still a few 100,000 people left. Every city got hit at least once, though. We'll take a look at the stats in a minute. And that's it. Game over. Victory to the USA. Okay. Let's see what they had. Because last time we broke the game. What they have? They had a ton of stuff out here. Ton of subs that they never brought into fire. Ton of subs that they never brought into fire. Yeah, I don't think they were ever going to launch with those. They did try launching with those. But yeah, the computer just won't use a lot of its subs. There's subs over here that were never going to fire at us. That's why we had to set the victory timer higher. Now, yeah, the Battle of the Atlantic was stupid. We took out a lot of their stuff and they still had all this stuff left. That's crazy. Had some subs down here. I don't know if those guys ever actually came over to fire at us. Wow. Wow. Let's check the stats. USA kills 216.3 million. Deaths 148.2 million. Collateral 600,000. We had 1.8 million survivors. So actually over 1% of the country survived. We lost over 98% of the country. Nukes left 0. 282. Yeah, no, you can see here, there's a lot that the computer players just never would fire at us. Like 160, 124, 86. Like they had about 1,000 that they're never going to use. That's lame. That's why the game never ended last time. Now let's add up all their kills. 100 million, 123, 139, 160. Or no, 150. They killed 150 million. We killed 216 million. So we won in that metric. Now we had 1.8 million survivors left. They had about 550 million survivors left. So quite a few more survivors than us. Now let's add up their score. They had 44 plus 42 is 86. Plus 27 is 113. Minus 15 is 98. Minus 20 is 78. So they had a score of 78 for the USSR. We had a score of 282. So, yeah. We won, even though we don't have a country left and they still do. So, okay. Well, thanks for tuning in, everybody. I've got a video going to be premiering on YouTube tomorrow, so be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Superpower Broadcasting, for that. You can see right here the population. There's a little bit left in Central America, San Diego, and some of northeastern Brazil. Most of Africa survived. Almost all of Europe survived. The UK got hit a few times, but Russia, a lot of the cities that aren't Moscow and Leningrad are fine. India made it through unscathed. A lot of China wasn't hit. Japan lost almost all of its population, and South Korea lost a lot too. And then for us, we have not a detectable amount of people left to show up on the screen here, but yeah, if you turn it on, you don't see even the slightest bit of blue. So 1.8 million is not enough. Oh no, it turns on slightly for here, because there were 400,000 survivors in California. Okay. Wonder if it turns on slightly for here, because there's 100,000 left there. Oh no, it does. You can slightly see that shade go slightly more blue. There's a little circle around there to represent the survivors. Okay. Oh, they actually hit Anchorage at the last second. Yeah, but you can't see anything there because it's shrouded out by the flash. So, okay. Interesting. Let's see if anybody cool is streaming right now so we can raid them. Yeah, thanks for tuning in. And thanks to Jay for the subscription earlier. Thanks for tuning in. Okay, so we're going to, and thanks to Jay for the subscription earlier, start a raid. But yeah, have a good night, everybody. Let's get ready to raid Mr. Geek.
About a vow.
Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Have fun, everybody. Take care and stay based.